Peace for Ukraine or you reign now. Russia, just go home.
Our programs offer many languages. Please visit suprememastertv.com/schedule.
Nos programmes offrent plusieurs langues. Veuillez visiter suprememastertv.com/schedule.
Nuestros programas ofrecen varios idiomas. Visite suprememastertv.com/schedule.
Naše programy nabízejí více jazyků. Prosím, navštivte suprememastertv.com/schedule.
Mercifully, INARA delivers a holistic approach to healing. In addition to booking appointments, scheduling surgeries, and covering related expenses, dedicated staff members are on site to greet children at medical facilities and accompany them throughout their treatment. Supreme Master Jinghai Vegan tearfully present International Network for Aid, Relief and Assistance, or INARA, the Shining World Compassion Award, with a humble $10,000 token contribution to support its mission to provide child victims of war and natural disasters with life-changing medical and mental health services. May heaven bless you richly and shield. Love the vulnerable youth you serve. INARA, helping children reach a brighter future. Please continue watching to learn how caring for the most vulnerable creates positive change and a more stable world.
While still concerned with questions of dietetics and hygienics of food values and methods of cookery, the vegetarian movement became more and more concerned also with questions of the rights of animals and with the elaboration of a true ethics of man's relation to them. The Reverend Francis Wood, vegetarian.
There are 211 countries and regions which have animal people protection laws. Obey the law of your country. No more animal people slaughterhouses. No more hurting. No more murdering them to eat, to lab test, or for any reason at all. Be vegan. Make peace. So be it.
Shumo Chihel, that means how are you in Tajik, one of the official languages in Tajikistan. It is a country in Central Asia known for its rugged, snow-capped mountains that rise more than 5,000 meters above sea level. Gifted viewers, I am Anusha. The polite and friendly people of Tajikistan pray that you may taste the sweetness of Allah's infinite love. Welcome to our show, INARA, helping children reach a brighter future. We are lucky if we are born in a peaceful country. In the absence of hostilities, we tend to take peace for granted until we are reminded, often through social media, that countless children and their families are coping with physical and mental challenges due to conflicts and natural disasters. Today's program will introduce you to a wonderful non-profit organization that shines like a beacon in the darkness for those individuals. The International Network for Aid, Relief and Assistance, or INARA, was founded in 2015 by Arwa Damon, an award-winning American journalist. She was with the US-based multinational news channel CNN for 18 years and frequently covered war zones. Her assignments in Afghanistan, Libya, South Sudan, and Syria, to name a few, gave her first-hand knowledge of how children are injured or traumatized by violence and unsafe living conditions. In 2007, while she was based in Baghdad, Iraq, Ms. Damon met a 5-year-old boy named Yusuf, who had been attacked by a group of masked men in front of his home. When she reported the incident on CNN, including details about his injuries and the lack of accessible medical care, viewers worldwide offered to help pay for Yusuf's treatment. The child and his family were transported to Los Angeles in the US, where he underwent many surgeries. Yusuf made a remarkable recovery and has grown into a fine youth with plenty of potential. He no longer remembers that episode from his childhood. In fact, his earliest memories are about the kindness of strangers. The experience of facilitating Yusuf's deliverance from a desperate situation motivated Ms. Damon to establish INARA. Her vision for the organization is to serve as an alternate agency that comes forward and takes responsibility when conflict-impacted children need medical and mental health care. One of the earliest recipients of INARA's services was Adnan from Syria, who was shot in the spine and lost the use of his legs. After he went to Lebanon as a refugee, INARA put him in touch with physiotherapists to help him strengthen his upper body. He regained his confidence and trained to compete in a 10-kilometer special needs race. Adnan finished in 3rd place. Fast forward to 2022, and the determined athlete participated in the Barcelona Marathon.
The blood in your vein shouldn't be animal blood. It should be pure, evolved humans. Be vegan then.
Let's look at how some other children have benefited from INARA's assistance. A little girl named Layla was injured when a bomb fell on the street where she lived. The responsive non-profit arranged for life-altering medical treatment that saved Layla's burned leg, enabling her to walk, run, and play again. Another young lady, Taj, felt a disabling pain in her leg following an airstrike. Her injuries prevented her from standing and walking properly. After her first surgery, she began to improve and now hopes to fulfill her dream of becoming a teacher. When Noelle was about a year old, an explosion badly damaged her family's home. Fortunately, they survived and fled Syria to Lebanon. But Noelle's parents later discovered that their daughter could not hear. Eventually, they were referred to INARA, and the child was fitted with a hearing aid. She is also learning how to talk with the help of a speech therapist. Hakim was INARA's first beneficiary after expanding into Turkey. The spirited toddler sustained severe burns when an electrical surge caused a fire in his tent. At first, it was even a challenge for him to open his mouth, but after an initial operation, he was able to eat normally again. The pain that children like these suffer cannot be measured. Mercifully, INARA has a profound understanding of this and delivers a holistic approach to healing. In addition to booking appointments, scheduling surgeries, and covering related expenses, dedicated staff members are on site to greet children at medical facilities and accompany them throughout their treatment. They also make home visits or go to refugee camps when needed. INARA's professionals are focused on doing whatever they can to minimize emotional and psychological distress.
Vegan leader, peace builder.
Let's pause for a brief intermission and perhaps step outside for some fresh air. When we return, we will learn about INARA's response to recent world crises. So please stay tuned to Supreme Master Television.
We pray for Ukraine or Urain.
Welcome back to INARA, helping children reach a brighter future on Supreme Master Television. Apart from INARA's medical and mental health strategies, rapid response is another aspect designed to fill in the gaps when care is needed during emergencies. This program played an important role in Lebanon following the Port of Beirut explosion in 2020 and in places where the non-profit had offices during the COVID-19 pandemic. Rapid response is currently activated in Ukraine or Urain, Turkey, and Syria. INARA provides essential mental health training and materials to social workers, teachers, and partner organizations who work directly with children in Ukraine or Urain. Where possible, safe spaces are opened where young people can learn, partake in activities, and be cared for while their fathers serve on the front lines and mothers work to provide for their families. A guidance manual to parents and primary caregivers in times of war was developed by INARA's mental health professionals and is available in English, Ukrainian or Uranian, and Russian. It consists of detailed instructions for helping children to endure disturbing events and the accompanying trauma. In early February 2023, devastating earthquakes in Turkey and Syria claimed more than 55,000 lives and ruined almost as many buildings. The city of Gaziantep, Turkey, where one of INARA's offices is based, was also affected. But the situation did not prevent the staff from assisting local inhabitants. Since many hospitals in the region were destroyed, INARA's mobile medical stations directly cared for people with injuries. As needs became known, appropriate relief items were delivered to affected residents. Always included in the packages were children's books and toys, helping to bring smiles and diminish suffering. In Syria, the quakes brought further shock to youngsters, who had already witnessed frightful incidents and dangerous living conditions. Realizing this, INARA tried to offer some semblance of normality for the kids. Safe spaces provided face painting, clowns, music, and dancing to give the innocents a chance to unwind and express themselves. By the end of 2021, INARA had helped 512 children get the treatment they needed. In 2022, there were 304 ongoing cases, 149 new beneficiaries, and a total of 261 surgeries were sponsored. The non-profit's continuing efforts to support displaced individuals and refugees were recognized by .org Impact Awards in 2020 and the Akenden International Prize in 2022.
There are 211 countries and regions which have animal people protection laws. Barbados is one of them.
Barbados, Law on the Prevention of Cruelty to Animals. According to Barbadian law, anyone who causes unnecessary suffering to an animal person in their charge is to be fined the equivalent of $2,500 or jailed for 1 year or both.
Obey the law of your country. No more animal people slaughterhouses. No more hurting. No more murdering them to eat, to lab test, or for any reason at all. Be vegan. Make peace. So be it.
As more rapid response initiatives are needed and launched, funding has become the biggest challenge for INARA. Grants from UNICEF and some non-governmental organizations are not enough to meet the ever-increasing needs. The non-profit receives donations from its board members, but gets the greater part of its financial support from ordinary, empathetic individuals. Indeed, in 2022, an inspired group of amateur mountaineers climbed Mount Ararat in eastern Turkey to raise money for the children INARA serves. An online Christmas concert that year featured some of INARA's beneficiaries who expressed gratitude for the care they had received. But words were unnecessary, as their radiant smiles said everything and were the best reward for the non-profit's donors and workers. One young woman, Safa from Syria, told how she was burned while helping her siblings escape a fire. She said INARA enabled her to heal physically and emotionally. And she learned that challenging experiences like hers could be the building blocks of future success. Ms. Damon, the president and founder of INARA, has been its guiding light from the beginning. She understands that when her team facilitates an individual's recovery, there is a ripple effect on that child's family and community, positive change that counterbalances destabilizing forces. Instead of being helpless and reliant on charity, people are transformed into dynamic members of society. Many of Ms. Damon's statements are not only powerful but also inspiring as they convey the depth of her compassion. In 2016, while she was still a senior international correspondent with CNN, the seasoned journalist recorded a video explaining how she envisions INARA helping refugee families from Syria. She concluded with the following line:
I truly believe that it is fundamentally our humanitarian responsibility to help the most vulnerable in their most desperate time of need in any way we can.
Our gratitude to INARA and everyone involved in bringing relief and healing to some of the world's most deserving children. We pray that humans abandon their pursuit of power and take refuge in the love of Allah, for they will know true satisfaction, and our world will reach a brighter future. Supreme Master Qinghai, vegan, tearfully present International Network for Aid, Relief and Assistance, or INARA, the Shining World Compassion Award, with a humble $10,000 token contribution to support its mission to provide child victims of war and natural disasters with life-changing medical and mental health services. May heaven bless you richly and shield, love the vulnerable youth you serve. Supreme Master Qinghai, vegan, is deeply grateful to the most merciful, beloved God for all the financial help, comfort, and support to the afflicted and needy, and or any good cause over the years, as a humble vessel for Here's compassion and love towards Here's precious children. For more information about INARA, please visit inara.org, youtube.com/@inara.org.
Vegan don't want to be a patient.
Loving viewers, thank you for being here and watching our show. Coming up next is Assembly of Love, Part 7 of 11 on Between Master and Disciples. May you be surprised by a downpour of heavenly bliss.
Be vegan, make peace, do good deeds, hell not reach.
Our programs offer many languages. Please visit suprememastertv.com/schedule and suprememastertv.com/GPGW.